Indeed, Tokes, the Turkish military operations in Syria have been dominating the headlines for the last week. But how has this political crisis now traversed to the football field? Well, it all comes down to this. In Turkey's last match with Albania on Friday, the scorer of the winning goal, Cenk Tosun, and his teammates celebrated with a military-style salute. He later took to Instagram to say that this was for our nation, especially those risking our lives. Now, of course, Friday's match was being played out amid these clashes in Syria between the Turkish army and Kurdish fighters. But the team's official social media account also took to Twitter later that day to post this. You can see an image of all the players and coaching staff performing the same gesture, again saying the victory was dedicated to our soldiers and our martyrs. Now, UEFA, Europe's footballing governing body, are reportedly investigating this, given that it directly contravenes their policy against political messages. But the controversy has been brought up fresh because of tonight's match between Turkey and France. Now, when it comes to France, President Macron has widely condemned the Turkish military action in Syria, saying that it could lead to a humanitarian crisis. And today, a number of politicians from across France's political spectrum have taken to social media using this hashtag, Annulation Match France Turkey, calling for tonight's match to be cancelled because of this. You have Marine Le Pen, the president of the National Rally, saying that by acting as a relay to President Erdogan's propaganda, the Turkish national team have flouted the values of sport and should therefore be sanctioned by authorities. Meanwhile, you have Jean-Luc Mélenchon also taking to Twitter to say that if Turkish footballers perform military-style salutes, they should expect to be treated like soldiers of an enemy army, and that sportsmanship no longer exists when it comes to tonight's match. Well, on top of this, you have confirmation from the entourage of the French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian saying that he will now no longer be attending tonight's game as was originally planned. But it's worth saying that on top of this, you also have some people saying that the calls for a cancellation of a match would not actually solve anything when it comes to Syria. A member of the National Assembly from President Macron's own party saying that sport and football in particular have always been a space for protest and political affirmation. While UEFA have not confirmed that any cancellation will take place despite these calls. Remember, Tokes, this is a huge match when it comes for both teams when it comes to the actual football result. But it is now certainly one that is being decided amid these geopolitical tensions.